Some of you guys just want to see the world burn. Like, I'm convinced that y'all want to see people suffer. And I get it, because sometimes that shit can be funny. But not this.
Good video, bro. Now I challenge you to use the BOPE military attachments. The primary gun is a naked foul. Sorry for my bad English. Love from Brazil, I'm your fan.
Hey, shout out to all my Brazilian brothers and sisters, man. But this is a diabolical challenge, bro. Using a stock FAL means that I have to use its iron sights. And if y'all have used the FAL with iron sights before, y'all know how horrible these sights are, especially with this diabolical recoil. Everything kicked off at the GTC, where I came across two newbie criminals.
Target acquired.
I shot them a few times, but my T3BB pellets didn't do much damage, so I flanked them and finished one of them off.
Good job!
We could have ran to extract, however, we heard two other criminals probably working with the first two, but these guys were on a different level.
Oh!
Leave me alone, please leave me alone.
You will never get this, you will never get this, la 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 la.
Unsurprisingly, I got dropped, but my teammate killed the guy that got me, then successfully extracted. Attempt 2, I jumped back in and ran all the way towards the barn where I encountered a squad of bot players, who at the time I thought were real players.
Holy Jesus.
I was out of ammo after fighting them, and in hindsight, I should have just avoided them. I also couldn't use any other gun besides the FAL, since it wouldn't count, so I decided to reset and try again. Having still not extracted a single time after killing one real player, I low-key started to get frustrated, and if I wanted to get 3 consecutive extracts, I'd have to make something happen fast.
Target acquired.
He was a quick kit user, but it didn't matter. I took what he had, then ran to extract as fast as my weak-ass legs could carry me. But on my way there, I encountered another criminal.
Weak.
Another L to add to the books, which was only one of many to come as I would continue to struggle to get a W. I always either continuously ran into bot players,
Hey, get back here, boy.
died because I ran out of ammo,
I need more bullets! I need more bullets!
got frame drops which are still a problem for some reason, shoot at everything but the target because of the fall's recoil and these stupid iron sights, or just genuinely play like trash. Attempt 4, Part 1. I faced off against a criminal using a leg meta UMP-45 at the main warehouse.
Help me!
He hit me in the legs a couple times, but I shot off his kidneys, and he died. I healed my injuries, then ran to extract.
Huh?
But just a few meters away from Sweet Salvation, I encountered another criminal.
Enemy detected.
Sector clear.
He was pretty juiced, so I wasted no time and stripped him of all the stolen weapons, then took them to forensics for analysis. I finally managed to extract after killing not one, but 2 armed criminals. I just needed to do the same thing 2 more times. Attempt 4, Part 2. Another raid, another chance for everything to go completely wrong. So in order to get a second W, I had to play my cards right, or else I'd have to start all over again from scratch. I came across 2 bot players at the GTC, and yet again wasted a ton of ammo I could have used on a real player. A very unpleasant and unwanted addition to the game to cater to casual players. I just wish they were limited to operations mode for casual players and not lockdown. At the motel, we got into a long standoff against a team of real hardened criminals trying to breach, but we had the building locked down.
Get the fuck out my port!
Target eliminated.
There were more outside trying to bait us to come out, but we weren't stupid and we stood our ground. But minutes went by and these guys weren't trying anything, so we decided to pack our bags and try again in a different raid. Little did I know that everything would soon come crumbling down due to one annoying feature, add in Season 9. Attempt 4, Part 3. A few minutes into the raid, we heard sniper shots a few hundred meters ahead of our position. I tried moving in for a closer look, but got my intestines blown out through my backside by a criminal with an SJ. I was lucky to be alive though. However, the same could not be said about my teammate. I moved in closer and shot him a couple times, but he just refused to die. And thanks to the adrenaline pumping through his new Season 9 veins, he managed to run away. I chased him down, which I shouldn't have done since all that noise we had just made would attract unwanted attention. And soon enough, that unwanted attention pulled up ready to join the fun.
I swear to God, no!
I'd lost all of the progress I'd made so far, and had to start over from scratch. And after suffering L after L after L, it seemed like this video would never make it to YouTube. I was literally on the verge of calling it quits, because I just couldn't get a W. That's until the arena breakout gods finally blessed me with another beautiful opportunity to bag back-to-back Ws.
Let's go.
At different points in the raid, both my teammates were killed. One at the North Wheat Field,
Man, I'm dead.
and the other near the villa. I carefully snuck up to the villa and took out a criminal while battling this horrific recoil.
Look at this dude.
I confiscated his weapons, then wasted no time and ran to extract while also battling my frame rate. It literally felt like everything was against me, but I pushed on tunnel visioned only on accomplishing my goal. Attempt 12, Part 2. I got the graveyard spawn and took my usual rush route to the GTC, where thankfully a real player had set up an ambush.
You want the fucking brawl? Come dance, Medic Hospitality.
He tried to shank my head as if we were in the UK or something, where the mandem walk around with Zambacto in their pockets, but thankfully he missed. I immediately ran to extract, but neither me nor my teammate had tags, so I was left with no option but to use one of the regular extract points. Then, as if fate intentionally tried to throw a spanner in the works again, I got into another knife fight with another criminal. I confiscated his weapons and turned them into forensics as evidence. Attempt 12, Part 3. Victory was in sight. It was so close I could smell it, feel it, and even taste it. So I played one more raid with the boys before I finally completed the challenge. We got the broken warehouse spawn and beelined it to the main warehouse. I ran into some trouble and got knocked, almost throwing everything I'd worked and died for out the window.
Michael! Don't leave me here! My house!
But luckily the bros had my back and helped me up. Unfortunately, the same couldn't be said for my squad mate yet again. A few minutes later, another squad mate was killed at the X, so we pushed up and deleted the criminals.
Bring that ass here.
I took his weapons and gear, then we extracted, finally completing the goal to kill at least one player and extract 3 times in a row without dying. Thank you Fission GT for the 2 months membership. And with that being said, I'll catch y'all in the next one.